fans, this is Steven here with Steven's Comics. I just got a quick little haul for you. Hope you enjoy it. This first book here is X-Men Alpha from the Age of Apocalypse. I'm just getting really excited for the next X-Men movie, and this is one of those stories that I enjoyed as a child. Yeah, I've got fond memories of it, of reading it with my father, so it's got that going for it. And then I read it again a couple months ago, and it was wonderful, so I picked up another set of it. This, of course, is X-Men Omega. Awesome art. This is probably the best thing that the 90s made. I think it's the best thing the 90s gave us. So, you got that. Here's something from the 80s, right? Yep, this is X-Men 210, Uncanny X-Men 210. Start of the Mutant Massacre. It's a pretty classic cover. There's also a cool Deadpool homage cover to it from the last volume of Deadpool. Here's X-Men 211. This is from Marvel 25th Anniversary set of covers. They all had these borders, and then they featured their own Marvel character in the middle there. This one, of course, has got Wolverine. Uncanny X-Men 212. Awesome start to the beginning of an early Sabretooth battle. And of all the Wolverine villains, Sabretooth is definitely his arch nemesis. I don't understand why the first appearance of Sabretooth doesn't go for more. So this is Uncanny X-Men 213. This has got, I believe, the first appearance of Psylocke in the Uncanny X-Men comics, right? Or she joins the team. Yeah, I think this is the first appearance of her in the whole book, though. Obviously, Captain Britain, what is it, number 8 is the first appearance of Elizabeth Braddock, and then New Mutants Annual 2 is her first U.S. appearance or something. Anyways, this is Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. I don't know if you've ever read this series. It's got that creepy gothic tone to it. It's got a bit of a cult following as well. The first prints, they go for a good chunk of change. This is not a first print, but it's a good read, so it's a fun book to have in your collection. And from the same writer, you've got Invader Zim. Now this, of course, had its own Nickelodeon TV show, and then it's got a bit of a Hot Topic following and whatnot, so. And then that's the regular cover for issue number 1. And then this is the Books A Million variant. Pretty cool. I enjoy the TV show. It's pretty funny. So I haven't had the chance to read the comic yet, but we'll see. Here's a nice little limited series. This is Wolverine and the Punisher, Damaging Evidence. This is a series that I had also when I was a little kid, and I loved it. I read it to death. I still have the original issues, but they're shredded and tattered, so I picked up a nice little set, and I think I only paid $1 a piece, so. This is number 2. It's a good story. It's got the Punisher and Wolverine. I think the Punisher is sent to take Wolverine out, so. And then number 3. Pretty cool art too, so. If you like Wolverine limited series, I bet you would enjoy that if you haven't read it yet. Here's a book that you might want to pick up in high grade. This is Uncanny X-Men 221. This is first appearance of Mr. Sinister, of course. And I think he's a possibility for maybe another X-Men villain to come up in a movie. I think if they did him right, he could have a big following. And you can still get that book for $20. If not less, probably 10. This one is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 50. This is a 1 in 10 Jack Kirby cover. It's pretty cool. I found it at my shop. I was glad they had it. The story is also really good. As We Love Comics says, it's got good stock paper, so it's got that going for it. But it's also got a really good story. If you like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you would like this. And even if you haven't read anything from this series, you can pick up this issue and pretty much follow along. So here's another limited series. This is Winter Soldier: The Bitter March. This is issue number 1. The author on this is Rick Remender. So I really like Rick Remender. It's got almost like a James Bond feel to it. Features a SHIELD agent in battle with Winter Soldier and super spies and scientists, and a 1960s kind of feel to it. I think Nick Fury's in there too. And then Chen is the SHIELD agent's name. And this is also one of those stories that you can just pick up and just enjoy it for the story itself, because it's all nice and contained. And then this is issue number 5, and that's the last issue in that series. I really recommend Rick Remender as a writer for comics. I've enjoyed his work on Uncanny Avengers. He had a nice Venom run, Uncanny X-Force. He's got all of his Image books, and I don't know. I like the way he presents his story. So this last book I got here, well, before I show it, I'll show these. This is a We Can Never Go Home trade, and this is a Space Riders trade, and then that, of course, is Batman Killing Joke. This is a cool cover, I think, too. I really like the Clash, so, and it's signed. I think it's from Forbidden Planet, so it's from very old England. This last book I got here is Edge of Spider-Verse 2. This, of course, is the Greg Land variant, and it's got the first appearance of Spider-Gwen, so it's got that going for it. I paid $2.35 for it. It's a pretty high price, I think, for a comic that just came out like last year, but it's the best price I've seen in a little while, so I didn't mind paying it. And it could even, there's a possibility that maybe I could crack it and press it into a 9.8. It doesn't look like the defects are on it are color breaking, so I'll weigh my options, but for now, I enjoy having it. I've got a lot of Spider-Gwen stuff, so I'm a big follower and a fan. I like Jason Latour's art and his writing too, so it's got that going too. It's got that going too. Alrighty. Thank you, comic book fans, for checking out Steven's Comics. I hope you have yourself a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, extreme Teenage Mutant day. Alright, thanks.